Hi, my name is Jonathon Aguilera, 27 years old, born January 1991. I was born here in Holland, Michigan, born and raised all my 18 years of my life. Well, for the first 18 years of my life. My childhood was, I guess, a bit crazy. I'm the oldest of three, so being that, I had to really learn on my own, and I moved schools when I was in elementary school, so that was interesting too. But I had a great childhood, a lot of basketball when I was younger. I went to West Ottawa High School, so I graduated 2009 and then headed straight to Marine Corps right after that. It was very interesting. It definitely gave me a lot of life experience. I never had been on my own ever, obviously, because my parents were always there for me. And then joining there, it was like a whole life altering occasion, I guess, for lack of a better term. But it was just full of life experience. Really, that's what it was all about. Gentex right now. I'm a material handler, so I supply the lines with the materials they need to produce the parts. I also coach afterwards at EFD, Elite Fitness Development, at the rink, and I like to say that's my real job. From being in the military service and always being told what to do, to now making my own choices. So, and coming out of that is really confusing. So once I got into EFD, my coach, Jay Nolan, really guided me through the aspect of weightlifting and training and becoming a better person through fitness. And, I just competed this year and I placed first in both my categories that I was in, true novice and novice. And it's really guided me in the right direction. I hope to take it on for the rest of my life. Really, it's just in myself, right? Just because I love fitness and I feel like it makes me a better person for who I am. But if I were to say anything else, I'm really doing it for my son. I want to be fit when he's 15. I want to go to his games. I want to play with him. I want to do things, for my future. Physically fit, being physically fit and being able to do all these things. I guess to say the man I am today is because of my son. I had him when I was 20 years old, at a young age. And it really kind of, it's life altering when you have somebody now and you have to take responsibility for this life, right? It's a totally different feeling, right? You produce this human being and now you have to take care of it. And that in its own, you're not only looking out for yourself anymore, you got to look out for this person because you are responsible for them. And you have to love and care and teach them how to be a good person throughout their life. And I really want to set the example for my son when he grows up and he looks at me and sees that, my dad was successful doing all these things. I can accomplish the same thing. Oh yes, that most definitely. It's always been one of my life goals to be physically fit and, having big chest and ripped abs and huge muscles, and I'm still on my way. Like I said, I just really learned really this year how to become into the shape that I was, and I want to take it further, hopefully become a pro by when I'm 30. I had my coach, Jay Nolan. He programmed all the workouts, showed me what to do, what to work towards. But I was really self-taught when it came to nutrition. He did guide me in the calories and macros, you know, protein, carbs, and fats breakdown. But the main thing was, yeah, that nutrition. Nutrition's everything. If you're gonna really focus on anything, you need to focus on the way you eat. Also, posing coach, she works at Flex Fitness, and her name's Rose, and she helped me on my posing. So both of them together got me first place. A blackout, really, to you know, that's all. That's really what I can explain. It was so fast and like, but so exciting at the same time. You just get like this adrenaline rush when you're up there, because you know you work so hard to produce this image, right? Not everybody can do it, but once you're up there, you just, it's like this exhilarating feeling, kind of like riding a roller coaster and you're hitting that peak when you're sliding down. That's the same feeling when you're up on stage. It's just this great feeling of accomplishment. So I started in January. So it was my birthday, and my girl had thrown me a birthday party, surprise birthday party. And I wanted to announce it then, kind of to like make it official to everybody and let them know like I'm really about this, and I'm not playing no games. In January, my show was in May. It was my first show, so you want to do like at least a 16-week prep, kind of like to get you down to that where you want to be, what weight, and the way you look. So 16 weeks is what it took to make me into that person. For the future, well, right now it's getting my coaching better, becoming a better coach, getting more athletes in, because I really would like to train athletes. I really like to get people to that point that I was at, and I really want to inspire people. So I think the best way is, obviously, if I can do it, and I want them to see that I can do it, that I can produce that in them and inspire them to reach their fitness goals. But far future, like around 30, like I said, I want to become a pro. It's called physique in bodybuilding, pretty much. I would say take the risk. Never settle for anything, because if you settle, you won't be happy. And always look out for number one. You're number one, and your happiness will lead you to where you want to be.